Hi Ryan, how are ya?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. This is our third session this week. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about your week?
Yeah, it's just kind of the same stuff that's going on. I'm still having, I guess I feel like my own issue with a coworker who I feel is like disrespectful and not wanting to do anything about it, just really dismissive of basically kind of like saying, oh, you're doing that wrong or whatever, and then like, okay, like, how do I do it right? And then just like no response. So.
Can you tell me a little bit about the feelings of disrespect? I mean, how does that feel to you?
It's just like, it won't go away. Like I get preoccupied with it, like I'm just dwelling on it or whatever, you know what I mean? Without any way to solve it. So like basically say I'll be sitting there at 8 in the morning, I'll be thinking about it until like 11. So I'm trying to do something else, right? But it's in the back of my mind.
So what I'm hearing is you're preoccupied with it all day. It's actually overflowing from your coworker, disrespectful to you, is making your whole day obsessive about them disrespectful.
I wouldn't say like the whole day, because it'll go away. And it seems like maybe a few days, like say 3 or 4 days after like something happens like that, I will feel better and it'll almost be like, oh, that wasn't even a big deal. But at the time, like after it happens, like I'm so upset. And it's just, like I said, like I get preoccupied with it. I run like a bunch of what ifs through my mind, you know what I mean? Just kind of like, basically like, okay, screw it, like I'm gonna like mouth off on an email and get fired and I don't care, you know what I mean? Just cause like I'm that pissed off at the moment, you know what I mean? And then I'll dwell on it. So.
Okay, so you're so angry. Is that what I'm hearing? You're angry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So how are you dealing with that anger during the day with that coworker?
Like it's not somebody I have to see, right? It's like not even somebody, like I'll just get like a random email like, oh, whatever. Like to be honest, like I don't even go in my office anymore. I'm avoiding going there. Like I don't really have to go there, but for example, like today I could have gone and like made some copies, like I needed to print out a contract for a client. And like I would rather go home and do it than like have to see that person in the hall. Cause like I'm afraid like all that anger will just come back and it'll like consume me for another 6 hours. It's a waste of my time.
So it's actually sounds like you have a little bit of a plan of avoidance of going just to the office. So you got a plan of not having to deal with it right now.
Yeah.
With your coworker.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a pattern, that avoidance, because that's kind of popped up before. Just like I'd rather freaking avoid it than confront it.
Okay. So you said it's happened before. Can you tell me a little bit about when it's happened before?
Yeah, like on my internship, I got an assignment that I didn't get finished, right? I got the assignment, right? I did not finish it, but then like I didn't know whether to communicate. You know, my internship's my workplace, but it wasn't something to do with work. You know, it was unpaid, so I was just like, crap, I gotta do this now. I'm not gonna get paid for it. So I like completely avoided it, right? Like I didn't communicate, but I'm like, oh, the other shoe's gonna drop, right? So I'm all anxious, like at one point I'm gonna get like this email that says like, oh, did you get this done? And I'm gonna be like, so yeah, that's the time that it has happened before. And the same thing, like some days I'll get up and I'll just be like so anxious and just like, oh, like I'm gonna get this email today and somebody's gonna be pissed off at me. So, but then I talked to my wife about it and then she was just like, if you committed to do it, you have to follow through. So then I emailed the person I committed to do it to. I was just like, I don't have a lot of time, but I will finish this. So I'm planning on finishing it like in a break.
So that's a commitment. Is it a true commitment?
Yeah, like if I say I'm gonna follow through on something, I will do it.
Come hell or high water, you'll do it.
I don't want to.
You
Because
don't
it's a
want
lot
to.
of time and I don't get paid for it. I give my word, right? You know, kind of like a contract, so I'm gonna follow through.
So what's the issue of your word?
Yeah, just maybe something easy or something, like, I kinda think you just kinda hit the nail on the head there. Like, I'm pretty upset just trying to think, like, what if, you know what I mean, I'm stuck, right? I can't even answer you, so.
So you're right there at that point that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, but you did it and you're gonna do it anyway, because that's your commitment. But life happens, right, Brian?
Yeah,
So what happens if it never gets done?
like, worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario.
I guess I have like a super big hang up about either disappointing people or maybe my perception of disappointing people.
What, has that always happened to you since you were a little child, or?
I don't know, I don't really remember as a child. I'm trying to think of, no, because I think even through like my undergrad and college, I didn't care, you know what I mean? It really, like, I wouldn't break my word, but I particularly, I wouldn't take it that seriously. So maybe that started happening. I guess initially, probably, I had a job like at a group home, and like I was kind of a slacker. Like honestly, I was probably 18, 19 years old. That's kind of how I worked my way through college. And then finally, like this older lady that worked there is just basically like not real nice and just like, yeah, you're pretty much worthless. And kind of like the light bulb came on. And I was just like, yes, I am. You know what I mean? So then I started, yeah. So then I like that really that kicked me in the butt, and I started like doing my best. So I guess maybe that would be kind of like a point where like I started doing my best and like really trying to impress like a boss or something. Whereas before I probably didn't care a lot.
How about impressing yourself?
Impressing myself.
How important is that to you, Brian?
Well, I guess when you say like, what was it like, or what would it be like if you disappointed, or what would it be like if you broke your word? Maybe I'm holding myself that it would be catastrophic to break my word more than other people, because like you said, life happens or whatever. So there are circumstances where you couldn't follow through. Maybe that's like something happening between my ears rather than between me and the world or whatever.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable answer. You avoided the whole answer. How do you feel about disappointment within yourself? If you disappoint others, are you disappointing yourself? Let's rephrase that.
If you said like, if I disappoint others, am I disappointing myself?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
On a scale, how high is it?
11 out of 10. Yes.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
So what caused you to jump from not giving that damn in your undergrad, and all of a sudden now you can?
I think like I said, it was like that transition point where I guess it was maybe just more of awareness of the world, and that maybe I wasn't in a bubble and other people would like judge me or see me or whatever. And I think more so it was just like I was causing this person more work, because I'd work night shift, wouldn't do crap, and they come in and have to do my crap. So,
How does this relate with your coworker that you met at right now? Do you see it, a possibility that the coworkers like you used to be, or like you are?
So maybe I should be like more empathetic to them, but I was never like, I feel like their actions are like purposeful, like spiteful, you know what I mean? And I was just ignorant, really. I don't think I was spiteful, but I guess there's a possibility that they're just freaking clueless, and I should be like kind about it or whatever. I get that's the worst thing. Like the final thing that I did in this recent situation, like I shot off a pretty spiteful email, not to the person and not identifying them, but like to my boss. Just like, because they had like this big old list of stuff I was supposedly doing wrong or And so like I'd like ask for a meeting, I was like, okay, I'll be available, you know, these days, these times, like come meet with me, come meet with the crew and we'll get this figured out, and just like no response, right? So then, yeah, like remember I was telling you, like I dwell on it or whatever, it's just like steam's rolling out of my ears, and I finally like shot off an email, and I was sitting there, I was like, okay, is this like more cathartic just to write this email, or should I just freaking hit send? I think I was doing it like on my phone, so I was just like, boom, I hit go. I haven't heard anything from anyone since.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Now, is there a tool that maybe that you would be willing to use that, because now you sound kind of remorseful that you sent the email and that you're going to be in so much trouble.
Well,
But, you know, it happens, but there's a tool there that you can actually live with, Brian, that can help you through this and write the email, as nasty as you wanna write it. Wait 24 hours, reread that. If you still think that ought to go over transmission, you send that email. Is that a deal?
I wish we'd talked about that last week, you probably would have saved my job. Yeah, that would have been.
I wish I would have known last week, and I probably would have been.
Yeah. No, I don't literally think I'm gonna get fired. I think it's just like for, you know, I feel like a professional, and for me, like lose my, like I've never lost my cool at work. It's been like, yeah.
You know, humans do lose cool.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
We all can't just be happy, joy, joy every day, and sometimes there's coworkers that you just can't work with. So I understand that.
Yeah.
How do you think that you're gonna handle that from now?
Like, I'm not really sure, cause like we talked about a little bit earlier, is just really avoiding. It's not really somebody I see day to day, so like I could probably keep up the avoidance, but then you see somebody in the hall, right? You're gonna get a drink of water, make a coffee or whatever, so you see people, so.
Instead of the anger issue that you're dealing with your coworker and being very, like, you said this spiteful, no name, generic.
Yeah.
To your boss, can you do some pleasantries and everyday cordial?
Oh
Just
dear
talk
Lord,
over and
that would be so fake.
That would be
I don't know if I
great,
can
but
be
you
that
know,
person.
do you think you could maybe possibly do that, or is that just, you're a dirty dog? I can see you fall down the stairs, you
Yeah,
know?
honestly, I'd like, I'd just rather like flip them off than smile. And I don't wanna do that, so I just avoid it, so.
Can you go around avoiding things all life?
No,
Not really, huh?
no, I mean, no, that's not healthy, just like isolate or something, no.
Where's that gonna take you? If you keep going at this rate of animosity towards your coworker,
Mhm.
where's the place that it's gonna take you, Ryan?
Well, hopefully I'll get fired and then we'll be all set.
What if it doesn't get him fired?
Yeah, well then I'll just leave or whatever, but then I'm like running, I'm avoiding, I guess that's a synonym for avoiding or whatever. So just like problem solve it and deal with it, I guess.
So what happens, you're out in the field, you graduated, you got your master's, you're out working,
Mhm.
and this person, your coworker, former coworker,
Okay.
and you have to deal with this former coworker
Oh,
with a client.
like say I'm working somewhere and I gotta go to court and they're just like, yeah, you're on a team with this person. Like what would I do in that case? I would probably put on that fake smile you were talking about like a little while ago.
We do have to treat each other with respect as colleagues. I mean, we can't fist fight in a court, would that be
No,
appropriate?
and you're right, I mean, there is even like a mandate in the code of ethics and stuff.
So when you start getting that angry feeling, what do you think you can flip your little thoughts to? Instead of being, I wanna flip you off, how about just right there, the code of ethic.
Oh, you know, it's so funny, like the first thing like that popped in, you know, like for public speaking where you pretend everybody's naked, it's just like pretend they're a freaking potato, wave, hi potato. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
I don't know if that's like a healthy coping skill or not, but
You know,
it's just kind of like,
I wouldn't disagree that it's not healthy. I mean, if that's the way that you know, with public speaking, and you have to imagine a potato, high potato, you know, as long as you're doing it in a professional manner.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be a professional.
Right.
But how are you gonna change that thinking of, if it was this coworker, what happens if it's another coworker?
Yeah.
And another, and another, and another? How are you gonna change that?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened, but it's only like the second time in 10 years, you know what I mean? So it's not like a frequent thing, but, so how would I change it so that, if I feel disrespected, I don't have like this consuming anger? Like, how would I change that? Just like this happens, I get this email, and I'm so pissed. I can't, like, I guess I could technically, I mean, anything's possible, right? But so far, it's just like, it's a pretty good 3-4 hours of being pissed. It comes back the next day for 2 hours, and comes back the next day for an hour, the next day for a half hour, and then I'm just kind of like laughing about it. So maybe how could I get to the point from being so pissed off for like 4 hours to just skipping that 6 hours of being pissed off and going straight to laughing about it? Like what goes on in those 4 days?
0 to 60,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
pissed.
What goes on in those 3 or 4 days that allows me to calm down? I guess maybe whatever that I thought in my mind that it, like got all wound up like this, like it's like this is really bad to so what goes on in those 3 or 4 days? Time, I mean, but I can't speed up time. I guess maybe it's gonna be some sort of change of perspective about the problem.
That's a good one. What pisses you off the worst, though? What's actually just, I mean, it took you from 0 to 90 that fast.
Okay.
You just really have so much animosity.
Okay.
Think of right then, what made you so angry that it keeps you angry
Yeah.
for 4 days?
Yeah, it's powerlessness to change the situation, I think. Because I feel like if it was like a normal, rational person, like we could just sit down and like hash it out, right? Just be done. But I don't really feel like and I put that in or whatever, like I don't really feel like problem solving or anything. And I think like I literally put the words like my hands are tied. Like this person like wants to bring up all this stuff without any desire to problem solve, and my hands are tied to solve the problem. So I think that it's like the powerlessness that is infuriating.
Okay, may I ask you a question? Have you approached this person and tried to problem solve?
I sent him an email and just said, you know, I'm available during these times if you'd like to sit down, because it's like more than being involved, right? So it's just like basically they're saying like some clients are angry about some stuff. So I was like, okay. It's like people with disabilities too. So I'm like, okay, like let's just kind of like bring this stuff into the light. Like you're saying that they're saying it, and I think the person's lying. Like I think the clients are chill with stuff. Like they're fine. So
You and I both work with clients, and we know that clients elaborate, and we're not gonna be liked by everybody. Is that a true statement?
I don't know. Yeah, you're not gonna be liked by everybody, I guess.
When you work with a client, do you expect the client to always be truthful? Would you then expect your colleague to be truthful?
Yes. Absolutely.
Elaborate on that for me. Why?
Just maybe because I relate to like a worker better. Like, and I've seen like my guys. Some of my guys will straight up lie. You know what I mean? So I've had that experience with them. But I guess just like professionally, I'd expect somebody to be like pretty upfront and truthful. So like maybe, but is it like in our field, like say even if this person is a social worker and not even like licensed, like can I reasonably expect that they'll tell the truth?
You would want With
absolutely. It's not-
everybody.
Yeah, like within the realm of possibilities, you'll run into people that are cool with that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, hopefully, yeah, okay, I'm kind of getting this figured out now. So hopefully, like, the person who's freaking completely full of crap won't, like, rise up through the company and the management, right?
And if
And
you
that's-
do,
yeah.
then, you know, how much have you helped? Let me put this in a word that, and I'm not gonna say you helped, I'm going to say, in the possibility that this person that you know is very dishonest and causing heartache and tension amongst not only yourself, but your other peers and your colleagues. You've known this for a fact.
Well, I don't even know if it's with my peers and my colleagues, you know?
It's
My
just
only
you.
experience is for me, yeah, I've never regulated anything for anyone else. But I haven't, like, shared it with anyone else either. As you're kind of talking about it, it's like, I don't even really think my anger, honestly, is towards that person. Like, I guess towards the person who freaking put them in a position of power. It's like, how could you even be like that? Like, how could you, yeah.
How
But
can
I know
you-
why. I know why.
Okay.
I know why.
So now the light bulb went on, I
Yeah.
know why.
Yeah.
So how will you deal with that, man?
Well, I guess I'd have to confront somebody who can fire me.
And are you looking forward to being fired?
No, I'd rather not that happen, actually.
So how could you go about going about confronting these people without being fired?
Kind of in a way that kind of was like beating around the bush. I did send that kind of, angry email. So, which I don't think that wasn't the right way to do it, man. You don't do that. You do that face to face. You don't do that with email, so.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, it's like, very much in the culture, like of my workplace or whatever, if you come with a problem, like bring a solution, bring 3 solutions, you know what I mean? When I was in leadership, it's like, yeah, come with a problem, bring all your problems to me. But just have something in mind to fix it, you know what I mean? Like nothing gets done if everybody complains, right? I don't have a solution for this, you know what I mean?
We can work on the plan for you, Ryan, for the next 3 or 4 weeks so that we can, I know it's gonna be really hard for you to go back for the week and have to do this avoidance, but what can you do? I'm gonna just give you a little, as you know, give you a little homework assignment for this week.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be journaling, okay, at all. It's not going to be journaling, it's gonna be very simple. I brought your pen and a piece of paper because we touched on that last week.
Okay.
This pencil represents every time that you get mad. This particular person that you want to avoid,
Okay.
just make 1 mark each time. Every time you see him, every time that you wanna just, like you said.
Like every time that thought pops up.
Yeah, just make a mark, stop,
Okay.
make a mark.
Yeah, all right.
Okay?
Like how often though? What if I'm angry for like 4 hours? Did I do it every 10
Okay,
minutes or something?
doesn't matter if you fill this whole booklet up, okay?
Okay.
With every time.
Just every time, like maybe every time I try to get rid of that angry thought, I'm just like,
And when it means anger, I want you to stop after you make a mark, and I wanna say, what does the code of ethics say?
all right, yeah.
Mark, and I want you to time. Like, 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, the code of ethics is gonna say, like, I guess regardless of whether or not a person's social worker, I gotta confront them about their bad behavior.
Okay.
Oh, I don't wanna do that though.
We do what we gotta do.
So basically, like, over the course of the next week, there's probably gonna be like 50 times that I'm gonna put a mark on that paper, and 50 times that I'm gonna refer to the code of ethics, and 50 times that it's gonna tell me the right thing to do. Yeah.
Always refer back to it. And it doesn't matter what setting you're in, doesn't matter what culture you're in, our code of ethics as social workers are very important.
Yeah.
And our integrity, our honesty, our value systems. Are you willing to compromise your value system for this person?
That's a different way of looking at it.
it's not gonna be an easy solution.
Yeah. I mean, I got a copy of the code of ethics or whatever, I printed it out, so, yeah. You know what, I'll probably avoid angry thoughts just so I don't have to stick and look up the code again, like 20 times a day, or whatever.
You know, it'll make you a hell of a social worker, I promise.
Alright.
It can honestly, how would you feel if that coworker actually really adhered to it? But yet she was ready to do that. Do you know what I mean? If she knew him, or he, I don't know,
Yeah.
he didn't mention he or she, but if they knew him. The disappointment, I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah, so I guess, yeah, I'll try.
Your core belief, your core value is your ethics in your profession.
Alright,
Okay, let's see how you do all week. And next week, we just do it again.
oh, you're putting me through the ringer.
No, I do, every time. Well, thank you.
Alright, thanks.
You have a good